and finding out what the students, someone that is really talented in school, they feel like, oh, if I score an 80, I'll try to increase on ice feelings at 100. I mean, so everyone would just come say, no, girls love. So heels, I wouldn't get to hear in front of your girlfriend.
September we met, I could tell by your smile. You hadn't been with a good girl like me in a while. Yeah, you were impressed, couldn't leave me alone. Text me every time that you pick up the phone. And I had control in the driver's seat, but my hands are slipping off the wheel. Now the tables have turned. Now I'm up.
Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Justine Swim, and if you've not subscribed, please just subscribe so that you don't miss any episode. Well, it's been long. This time I decided to shoot from my bedroom. I was looking for light and light and light and light. Yes, let's get into it. So welcome back to my YouTube channel once more. Today it's going to be story time. And guess what story am I going to tell you about? This is basically about coupling in school. I don't mean the school of university, I mean school of high school, ordinary level. This time I'm going to start with the ordinary level coupling. What am I going to tell you? I'm going to tell you about my experience. I don't know about your experience. Maybe you'll add your experience in the comment section. What do you think? So let's get started. Yeah, so I go to, no wait, do I have to mention schools? No, I'm not going to mention schools, and I'm not going to mention the names of the boys back in school. The boys, the guys, by that time was still boy girl. So of the boys, yes, of the boys. So I was in a certain school, which I'm not going to mention. So this school, we got burnt 3 times in a term. Like 3 times in one term. Should I call it in one semester? One term, because we have terms, in high school we have terms. And high school, I mean from Form 1 to Form 6. You can call it Senior 1 to Senior 6. But then I'm telling you the story of O level. O level is the ordinary level from Senior 1 to Senior 4, or Form 1 to Form 4, depending on how it is. Because that's how it is in my country. Yes, so we got banned 3 times, and finding out what the students banning. They said how someone was selling them to ban the school. They were getting paid. So to cut the story short, I changed the school. I got to another school because my parents wouldn't bear the fact that we were banned 3 times in a term. I couldn't bear to risk again. And moreover, students banning, and when you get one, they'll tell you, you think I'm the only one? Well, we are so many, you won't find out, and we're still banning the school. So that was Form 1. I had to change the school. I go to another school. The situation is different. The eating is different. Where I was, we were eating so well. I came to the world of posture only. Change of meals was like twice in a week, Wednesday and Sunday. But if they don't cook, still, it will be posture and beans or half cooked rice. Yet where I was, we were eating so well. I mean, we used to eat even chicken, eggs, fruits. Anyway, to mention it, to the fact that we we rarely had posho. And my mom used to say, my parents used to say, oh my goodness, don't you people eat birds like chicken every Sunday? Then you come out with the fruit, either pineapple, an orange, apple. So I felt really bad changing the school, but I had no option. And coming to a school where they were flogging. Do you know that kind of flogging where they even bring a cart that is full of sticks, canes to cane the students? Oh my goodness, it was such a hectic time. So to cut the story short, there was this boy hitting on me, and I didn't talk about the previous ones because I'm basically basing on all level. Today I'm here for all level, ordinary level. So there was this guy hitting on me, not a guy, a boy. A boy hitting on me, and guess what? From 2, from 3, around from 2, I was like, you know what? Because sometimes we girls pretend like we don't want, but yet in actual sense, we want. So I was like, anyway, I said yes. So we started dating with this boy in school. And you know the fact that you're dating in school, they always tell your parents on coming days, going days, visitation days, your daughter is performing bad because he's seeing a certain boy, your boy is performing bad because he's concentrating in girl-boy relationship. School. I don't know if I would blame my child for coupling in school. I don't know. Maybe the future husband. Anyway, that's a by the way. So we were dating, literally very, very fine. This boy was so handsome. Oh my goodness, I was blinded. He was so handsome, he was talented, he was tall. Oh my god, he had a best. You know when you're in school and you're in that adolescent stage, and then someone says something, you feel yeah. I was attracted to that, just someone passing by like hi. I'm always attracted by that, just the best, and you really have to turn and be like, who was that? Did you hear that? So that was it. He knew how to play volleyball, basketball, football. He was talented, handsome. So who am I to say no? You're in school, and it's the stage. It's the adolescent stage. Coupling, this and this, this and that, this and this, this and that. So I say yes. We started dating. Someone would say, okay, if he was talented, what about you? Well, I was pretty. Anyway, I didn't know so much. I was as good at dancing by then. I don't know if I'm still good at dancing. My bones are no more flexible. I was good at dancing. I was a literature student. And when you're doing literature, everyone was like, yes, they know some English. And yes, I was good at speaking English. You can't even get lost in my video because I'm not stammering, I'm not. Anyway, I was pretty. Yes, I was pretty. Yeah, I should say I was pretty. So when you're dating someone that is really talented in school, they feel like, okay, this one is dating one of the coolest guys in school. I won't mention names. So we were dating. We ended up in counseling, where he had a counselor in school. Like, stop dating, stop seeing these boys. This boy is not taking you anywhere. And guess what? The moment you're in school, even if they tell you this boy is taking you nowhere, you feel like, what are you even saying? And man, this is the person I want. You go back and tell your boyfriend, do you know what this teacher said? Do you know what this counselor said? So and so, blah blah blah. You console yourselves and continue from there. So canceling lessons, calling in the staff room. You were a good student, but now you've started involving yourself in boy and girl relationship. Since senior 2, from 2, you're now getting spoiled. You were very smart, innocent. You better stop coupling. But my dear, when you're in love, you're in love, and you know that love of high school is one of the real life. I don't know how to mention it, but even if you're dating, how many people you always, obsessed with them. So we date, we have fun, get some kamane. Some kamane, and you know someone will buy you break, lunch. He was really, I was his first love, yes. I should say I was his first love. But he was not my first love. Though he was, should I say, someone I fell in love with completely. But he was not the first person I dated. I was his first love. And we loved each other. To cut the story short, going out, going to the playgrounds, the volleyball, and then everyone would be like, Justin, and I was good in mathematics, I was good in chemistry, so we were in the same stream. Actually, where I was, we had streams. We had A, B, and C. So we used to have, let's say, Form 2, Senior 2A, Senior 2B, Senior 2C. So we're in the same stream. But the fact that he was tall, he used to sit behind, and I used to sit in front. By the way, I'm a student. I'm someone who has been in school, and I always sit in front. That's my hobbies and hobbies. I always sit in front. So I used to sit behind, and we were in the same class. And then my mathematics teacher used to like me, cane me when I decline. And like, you know what, you're declining because of coupling. You have to give your other friends the corrections of the paper. You messed up this number. Do you know how we find problems in mathematics, and then someone scores 20, the next time they score 22, we shall always clap for them, like they improved. My dear, if I score an 80 and the next paper I get 78, I'm always flogged for declining. And for messing up, I was caned for declining, and I was caned for messing up a certain number on the way. I don't know if that's the right word to use. So I used to give them corrections. There is this chemistry. I was good at chemistry, literature, the rest. I won't talk about them. So, oh my goodness, it's raining outside. I don't know if you still hear me, but I'll try to increase my volume since I don't have a mic. So we did Form 2, Form 3. So one day in Form 3, I'm talking about coupling life, my life in high school as coupling, by the way. The fact that we were coupling and I was in a school that flogs, flogging, caning, real canes. So the fact that you're coupling, when you're found in any mistake, you see how they cane normally everyone? Maybe yours will come from heaven to earth. And they would cane you so badly, like with that anger of, this girl is dating this guy, and I've always talked to them to stop coupling. So one time, Form 3, we're in class in a chemistry lesson. We're on the subject of balancing equations. I don't know those who are good in chemistry, if you remember them, or if you've been to school, you've been to that stage of that's is it stage? No, not stage. That syllabus of balancing equations in chemistry. So we balance the equations, and guess what? I make a mistake. I put up my hand like normally, they tell you when you're done, put up your hand so that I can come and do it and mark you. So I was starting to create bad relationships with my teachers because they were thinking, I'm in coupling, I no longer need to read. But that's not the case. Sometimes you need to experience life. It's not a thing that I was ignoring my books, because he used to let me read and all that. I had messed up the number. The guy slapped me, you guys. The guy gave me a hot slap. It was my first time to be slapped. Not even my dad had ever slapped me, not even my mom. I saw stars, and guess the slap was for what? For messing up the number. Yet chemistry was also one of the kind of mathematics subjects where someone would mess up and then be like, no, I was slapped. I was slapped. A hot slap that I started seeing people double and triple. So my neighbor told me, oh my goodness, Justin, sorry, Nico. Sorry. Oh, Justin, sorry, your boyfriend wants to cry. La 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 la. And I felt tears rolling down my eyes. How you feel ashamed when you caned in front of your boyfriend. That is high school. So I couldn't bear it anymore. I moved out and went to the latrines outside. We used to call them nakumats. I went to the nakumats, and I cried that side because the guy had slapped me that even the scar was there of his hands, fingers, something like that. I spent the whole lesson in the toilet. Then some of my friends came and they're like, sorry about that, this and this. Your boyfriend was really looking like this, scared. So it was break time, so I decided to go back to class since the lesson was done. So this boyfriend of mine came and like, oh, I'm sorry about that, stop crying. And when when your boyfriend comes to comfort you, you get so emotional, you get the feelings at 100%. I instead cried more. So anyway, I got over it and we settled that. And guess what? On visitation days, he would make me meet his mom. His mom used to visit, and then there was a young baby sister. And let me tell you, one mistake you should never do is introduce a girl to your mother. You always feel you're the only woman. You're the only girl they love in the family. So these teachers, couldn't do anything to stop us. So, and say hi. The mom knew me. My parents knew him. Actually, they didn't meet him like physically, just like the way I was meeting his mom. But they knew, who is this guy, and all that. So that's how we ended up coupling, getting canes. Then you go back to your boyfriend and tell him, you know what happened? I was caned here. And then they caress. Because in school they always say, those girls who couple are not virgins, they're just touching them. But it's not the case. I was in school and my boyfriend didn't touch me at all. Just the normal holding arms, hugging, holding waists. But someone would be like, they open their skirts and whatsoever. The chats you talk about couplers in school or whatever. You used to talk about people coupling in school. So one day, and before that, he was so romantic, like I told you. He used to care so much. Accompanied me back to the dormitory, because we used to call the campus of the school, the classrooms, we used to call it campus, and then the other one was the dormitory ends. So you'd be in dormitory and be like, I'm going to campus, like where the classrooms are, the staff rooms and all that. And then the boys, because we had a separation of the gate from campus, and then the boys the same thing. That's why when it was prep time and you were late, they would close the gate and flog you for coming late to campus. So he used to escort me back to the dormitory, up to the gate, not inside. give me a hug, good night, sweet dreams, high school life. I mean, what more? So one day when class, they used to separate us in preps. Most of the times they used to separate us unless we had a lesson during prep. That's when we'd come together. But they used to tell the boys to have the preps from the lower ends and then the girls from the upper ends. It was only during morning prep, so we'd come together because we didn't go back to the dormitory or do something or do anything like having breakfast. We used to have the breakfast in the morning, wake up at 4, have the breakfast, go to the preps at 5. So everyone would just come in class. So the night preps, they used to separate us because they used to avoid the noise, the cuttlers like me, what else? So much. So one time we were combined together in class. There was Form 3. Form 3 was next to the staff room. No, I don't remember. I'm getting old. Actually, we're in the main hall. I should say we're in the main hall. So for preps, preps, when preps start, they always want you to look at your book like this, like you're reading, like this. Not these things of discussion because you're going to make noise. So you look at your book like this and you're grasping whatever you're reading. So we read like that till it's 30 minutes to end of prep, 20 minutes. So 30 minutes to 20 minutes of end of prep, you start entangling. You start mixing, you go do KB with your friends, do KB, so do KB with your friends and all that. And then guess what happened? And couplers, you go to sit with your boyfriend, discuss, etc, etc. So I go sit with my boyfriend. By that time, it was almost coming to end of prep. So there was a teacher outside because the main hall was next to the staff room. There was a teacher who was supervising preps, and that teacher was so harsh, rude, and everything And he used to say, no, girls slop to your ends, boys move up, you go to your dormitory, stop escorting each other, go back. So we had to say goodbye from the classroom that day. And guess what? It was my boyfriend's first time to kiss someone and to kiss me. He kissed me first. So guys, I want to explain to you this kind of kissing. It wasn't just kissing, it was smooching, like tongue in tongue. It was smooching, and these guys were still in class. The preps were done, and when I tried to say, goodbye, this teacher's here, so I don't think today we shall go together, sweet dreams, blah blah blah, and give a hug, because after all, he's my boyfriend. You give a hug and hold you tighter. He was tall, so I would end up at least like here. I don't know if I remember. Oh my god, he put his head below to kiss, to smooch. Oh my goodness, everyone was watching. People made noise in the classroom. Why you've made this? La 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 la. He had never kissed me, by the way. It was just peck, a cheek peck, not even a lip peck, a cheek peck. It was always just a peck and all that. So this time he smooched me. He didn't want to let go. I was like, oh my god, I had to kiss back. We enjoyed that moment. High school, and you do something and everyone be like, oh, something you watch in movies, your boyfriend kissing you and everyone is watching. One of the best feelings. One of the best feelings. So we kissed. I couldn't feel my lips, and he used to have pink lips, I'm telling you, he had it all by the time. You know, I'm trying to describe during that time of high school when we were still in school. He had it all. So I left the classroom, slept slowly. There was my friend that was also coupling, and she had to hold my hand and be like, Tina, let's go. Oh my god, that was so perfect. She was they were more than experienced. They used to date for so they had kissed, and like he finally did it. He finally did it and kissed you. He finally did it and smooched you. You're like, yeah, did you enjoy it? I said, of course. So I couldn't feel my lips. By the time I go to the dormitory, the news had already reached. Justin and the boyfriend were kissing. Oh my god, it was like when a movie. You guys, I didn't sleep. I kept thinking of the kissing and all that, you know, it was so perfect. So that I had never kissed, but you know, smooching, you know, someone who gives you the perfect kiss and it makes you go crazy. So that was the thing. So we reached Form 4, prom party. Some people call them prom party, leavers party. So whatever the case, he told me, you know, I want us to be among the VIP or president. Which one do you prefer? Let's do VIP. So we went for the VVIP, not actually VIP, VVIP, because you pay, and then where you sit was really in the Don area. In the Don area. So, and you go after the president has moved with the first lady on the red carpet. So we had to discuss what you're going to wear. I was like, let's do red and black. You're like, okay, I can get, you know, a red shirt or a shirt with that red tie and black suit. Oh my goodness. You guys, high school is such interesting, you know, it's so interesting. So we moved around the red carpet. He was holding me. He was so tall to the extent that even putting heels, I wouldn't get to his shoulders. I don't know if it was me who was just short, but he was very, very tall. You know, the person who is tall and you see why I'm looking and you're looking at him like that. So we moved to the red carpet. We had fun. We had this teacher who used to pull girls because they're wearing something skimpy. I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, something like this. This is skimpy, so if you wear something like this, they would pull you. So we had the teacher that used to pull you, so to avoid that nonsense, you would do something reasonable, or you would, you know, pass in corners, so that you can avoid her. We enjoyed the party. We enjoyed the love life of ordinary level. So in Form 4, you know how teachers can put all the concentration on people coupling in school, teens, you know, they can even want to shame you in front of your boyfriend, in front of your girlfriend. So you've been dormitory and then someone comes out and tells you, Justin, your boyfriend wants to talk to you, he's in this and this class, you know, you go out for games and he's doing so well, and everyone will start blushing at you. Like, you know, did you see him? He made up. I don't know, I'm not good at those, at such games. So I can't know what they call them. So after the teachers were concentrating on couplers, guess what? They found out that some girls were lesbians. It was really disappointing. And teachers used to say our test tubes get lost from the lab, blah blah blah. So they had to chill the people coupling, because then they would call us for meetings, and then some teachers would be like, you know, they would rather call me to school and tell me my daughter is coupling with a guy than calling me and saying my daughter is dating a fellow girl and they're using test tubes to make love to each other. That's when we got pissed. Like, okay, so they child us. I was my O-level school. It was really too much, but just decided to cut short. Coupling life, and then the first kissing of the person I fell in love with during that time. So, I don't know what was your experience in your ordinary level. Please let us know in the comment section so that we can relate. And lastly, would you allow your daughter or son to couple in school? Is it worth it? Is it healthy? Does she or he lose the concentration in books? Or you just ignore her? Would you talk to her? Would you advise her? What would you do? Please let us know in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscription button below, and don't forget to ring that bell so that you always be the first person to get the notifications when I post. So next time I'm going to tell you about my A-level. A-level was worse. A-level, I enjoyed the O-level fun, but A-level, oh my goodness. I'll also tell you about the primary. Let's see if I still remember. A-level was worse, to the fact that I got depression of being in love. Of being in love. Then I will tell you the story of campus, then the story after campus, how it feels like. Am I still in love, or did I give up on love? Do I still believe love exists or something? So if you want to get to know the A-level, advanced level story, let's make 300 subscribers, and then I'll give you the hot soup of the story. That is my story. Please share with us your story. Thank you for watching. Ciao. I love you.
September we met, I could tell by your smile. You hadn't been with a good girl like me in a while. Yeah, you were impressed, couldn't leave me alone. Text me every time that you pick up the phone. And I had control on the driver's seat, but my hands are slipping off the wheel. Now the tables have turned.